Hello and welcome to ASEAN Business Report. Today is Monday, the 24th of October 2011 in US. I'm Natakon Plodi.
And I'm Weena Jongprasit.
And today is a substitution holiday for King Chulalongkorn Day, Weena. So the stock market is closed today in Thailand, and it's nearly been a month since we've been dealing with the stress of whether Bangkok will flood or not.
Yeah, so it's either a matter of when and a matter of how deep the flood will be in Bangkok, Kunatakorn.
And also during these stressful times, we've seen a division of authority governing the floodgates and the water arrangement and organization, which is the Flood Relief Operation Command and also the Bangkok Metropolitan Administration. But before we go into those stories, let's hear the updates first. Previously, there was a relief center for flood evacuees at Thammasat University Rangsit campus. However, since the Navanakon Industrial Estate has been flooded and water has continued downstream, this campus is no longer able to contain these evacuees, so they have to move. Previously, they were thinking of moving to Ratchamangala National Stadium in Ramkhamhaeng. However, the ground there is pretty low, so there's been another likely move to National Sports Center, Moklek, Saraburi. And currently there are over 3,000 evacuees staying at the Thammasat temporary shelter waiting to be relocated, and volunteers or donations are highly needed in the new settlement.
Yeah, meanwhile, also the western part of Bangkok, Kunatakorn, has seen some shallow flooding from 40 to 60 centimeters there. And there's also a rising water level in Mahasawat Canal, which is in the western side of Bangkok. Official warning has come out to issue immediate evacuation in that area, but there's a community near the area who refuse to move away because they want to protect their homes. Well, Puttamonthon and Tawi Watana districts were also warned to move their belongings on higher grounds as well.
And there's also an update here at Chao Phraya Express boat service will be suspended from today until November the 7th. If you need further information, please call 02-623-6001 or 3. Now let's move on to the updates today. After warning the Bangkok residents of Sai Mai, Don Mueang, Laksi, Bang Khen, Bang Sư and Jatuchak to be aware of the threat of floods last night, Bangkok Governor Sukhumbhand this morning re-emerged to assert his responsibility and authority in protecting Bangkok. Sukhumbhand said he will be paying a visit to Don Mueang today, where the Flood Relief Operation Command has set up its headquarters to tackle the country's worst flood crisis in 50 years. Sukhumbhand said since Don Mueang is at risk of the flood, I will try to take care of the situation there. He said the Flood Relief Operation Command tackles the flood crisis nationwide, but he, as governor of Bangkok, has the responsibility to look after the welfare of the capital. Yingluck Shinawat warned yesterday that flood waters may reach inner Bangkok as a deluge from the north threatens to overrun canals. Yingluck said Bangkokians will have some impact as water will flow through canals. Sukhumbhand also warned that Bangkok residents in the 6 districts of Sai Mai, Don Mueang, Laksi, Bang Khen, Bang Sư and Jatuchak should move their belongings to high grounds. Yingluck said that it is still unclear how Bangkok people will be affected, as there are many uncontrollable factors. Flood waters through the capital may reach more than 1 meter, Yingluck said in response to questions from reporters. She has vowed to protect the city's airports, power plants and major transport routes from flood water sitting north of Bangkok that may take 6 weeks to drain through the city's 1,682 canals. Science Minister Plot Prasop Surasawadi urged the government to tell the truth about the crisis and said all of Bangkok will be flooded for more than a month. Bangkok officials warned residents in 9 of the capital's 50 districts to expect flooding as water presses against levees. The threatened areas account for 20% of the capital's population and 44% of the total land area, according to government statistics. Pramod Maiklat, a former irrigation chief who was advising Yingluck, told reporters water should be drained out of the eastern part of Bangkok to take pressure off downtown areas.
Let's see how the flooding will impact the tourism sector. Kun Nathakorn, on the line with us, we have Kun Virat Jaturaput Pitak, who is the Vice President of the Association of Thai Travels Agency, or ATTA. สวัสดีค่ะ Kun Virat.
สวัสดีครับ
Good afternoon, Kun Virat.
Yeah, what will be the impact of the massive flooding in more than 20 provinces to the tourism sector?
Well, there are already some impacts in the last 3 weeks with several cancellations for both group and FIT arrival. And if the situation continue as bad as now, then we all in tourism industry will be in a very difficult situation. As start from November onward till the end of April is our peak season. But I hope that the situation seems to be under control and within next few weeks to be okay. That was I believe.
And Kun Virat, there's been estimates that the damages of the flood to the tourism sector are now 50 billion baht. Or do you have any comments on these figures?
Well, the estimated damage of 50 billion baht is a little bit overestimated. As far as I know, the flooding will be in a short period, and it will be better than within 2 or 3 weeks. So the tourism sector will damage only something like 2 or 3 billion baht at maximum. I'm talking about inbound tourism only.
I see.
So far, how have the members of the ATTA been coping with the situation?
Well, hardly to tell you how we're going to do, but all members of ATA getting used to for all difficulty situation since the last 5 years. And the funding at the time being are so small if compared of what has happened in the past 3 years.
Yes.
However, we will be in one of the bad years again and again. So we do all want to have some sincere help from the government sector to Tourism Authority of Thailand, but not special loan from the bank as it used to be. That was my idea.
Kun Virat, so if the flood resides and the situation is taken care of, do you see tourists coming back into Thailand and the numbers flourish?
Sorry, I cannot hear you quite well. Could you repeat your question again?
Yes, I mean, like, if the flood has resided, the situation is controlled and there's no more floods, do you predict that tourists who are waiting to come to Thailand will continue towards the destination here?
Well, I'm sure that it's a natural happening, so the tourists will continue come back to Thailand as usual. It's better than the political problem. The flooding can happen to everywhere in the world.
Yes.
It's effect for the short period, so it doesn't hurt for all year round like before. So I'm sure they all will come back.
I see. Let's hope you're right, Kun Virat. Thank you for joining us.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.